with the fact that a lot of women just don't pay attention to the nerd. But girly, you have been missing out on a few things if you have not been paying attention to them. Hello there, hello there, hello there. This is Apostle April Coffee, your marketplace apostle, as well as your coach and host over at Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies over the age of 50. Well, today I just wanted to drop in for a little while and talk to you about an interesting little topic. And in case you're wondering, this is what you look like when you've just gotten out the gym, girls. So yes, I had a wonderful time at the gym today, and this is going to be a regular event for me. So for those of you who are lovely and fluffy and curvy like me, go to the gym, girl. We'll talk about that again in some other video. Hey, put me a message down there so I can see who just joined me. Thank you for coming. Yes, again, this is Apostle April Coffee, your marketplace apostle, and your host at Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies over the age of 50. Now, if you have not yet had the time or the pleasure of joining me, please go over to my YouTube channel that is entitled Let's Talk BoaZ and watch a few of the videos over there. Share them with someone, as well as joining me in my group right here on Facebook that says Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies over 50. Hey, Trina. Well, today we're going to have a neat little chat about nerds, because I know there are many of you girls out there who are over 50. Hey, Dorothy. And you want to know a few things about dating, and I am here to be your dating coach and share a few things with you about nerds. So go ahead and share this out. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure that you like, subscribe, and share, but don't forget to hit the little bell if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, go ahead and like it and share it, because we want some more ladies to join us over at Let's Talk BoaZ. Now, in some other videos, I had talked about when God presents you with this guy, or shall I say connects you with this guy, you can't just turn down the package because the package didn't come the way that you wanted it to come, or the package didn't come wrapped in the paper or the bow that you wanted it to be wrapped in. So my question to you today is this: if God presents you with a nerd, are you going to reject him? Or are you just going to sit there and pay attention and see what God may have put in this package that is super, super awesome and exactly what you want and need? So let's talk about a few things that have to deal with dating a nerd, because I know some of us think that we're just miss it and nerds. Well, I have notes, so I'm going to share with you about dating a nerd. Even after the age of 50, there are many, many, many advantages. One thing about this type of man is that they are usually quite faithful. Some of them may consider themselves to be extra blessed to have found you. And yes, they are very faithful. And that has to do with the fact that a lot of women just don't pay attention to the nerd. But girly, you have been missing out on a few things if you have not been paying attention to them. If you go over to one of my favorite shows, which is Big Bang Theory, and watch it for a while, one of the things that you will find out is that Penny's boyfriend, Leonard, when he takes those glasses off, he will knock you off your socks. So that's one of the other advantages about the nerds. They may look a little gruff or rough or whatever, but baby, hang with them for a while. If dude lets you take him shopping and shop for him, you never know what you might be able to help him look like, and all the other women would be going, whoa, where did she get that? Because, baby, my man will be in a double-breasted suit, and I know all of y'all will be checking him. But anyway, yes, these guys are usually quite faithful. They are awesome listeners. They listen to what you're saying. They respond to what you're saying. And if you are just mentioning that there are certain things that you might like to have, or certain things that you may need that you don't want, not that you're doing it on purpose, but just in conversation, beware. This nerdy guy who listens very well is also good at bringing about meaningful surprises. So you may get surprised with some of those things that you were just maybe casually thinking about that you really wanted, or something that you really needed and maybe you just couldn't get it. You never know. He may show up with it and just present it to you. Okay? Because they are very giving, very loyal. They listen good. Now, if you, again, with Big Bang Theory, in one of the episodes, because Penny has been riding with the guys all the time. And I think she may have had a car when they first got on, the show first started, but something must have happened to her car and I didn't see that episode. But at one point she was without a car. Leonard surprised her one night after they went out to dinner. They went out the restaurants and he opened the door for her to a car and she said, "That's not your car." He said, "I know. I thought we'd take a ride in yours," and handed her the keys, and she was just blown away. So yes, they show up with meaningful surprises. But yes, go over there and watch that. It is a very good, truthful representation. Although it is quite funny, it is a very truthful representation of how nerds operate, shall I say. And we need to learn how we can operate with them, because I know some of you have maybe been in previous relationships and your objective now, if you're going to be dating, is to have a much, much better relationship. So yes, we need to learn how to work with these nerdy guys. They're also going to give you the attention that you've been wanting. They will definitely give you that attention. Take you to nice places. One of the things I've always taught my daughter was, if a dude is going to date you, and I even taught her this in high school, if the dude is going to date you, remember, your mother, yes, I've been a single parent, your mother doesn't take you out to Crystal and McDonald's frequently. So if dude is going to take you out, he needs to take you out to a nice restaurant. And that's one thing about this type of man, is that he is very focused on certain things, maybe his career, or he has certain hobbies. And he also may be a man of a certain level of means, which means he will not be just taking you just to any old restaurant. You can look forward to going to some 5-star restaurants and maybe even trying out some different types of foods that you maybe possibly don't eat a lot. Like sushi or octopus or just other different types of seafood. I can't think of others right off the top of my head. But, alligator is not a common thing here in the area of Tennessee. So you never know. You know, he may be taking you to one of those 5-star restaurants where, as one girl said in her book, she said they got to the restaurant, she looked at the table, she said there was more silverware, glasses, and plates on that table that she had ever seen on the table before. But it's all about fine dining. It's all about being treated like a queen. You know, especially in the African American community, we got this habit of saying we want to be treated like a queen. Hey, your nerdy boy might be the one to do that for you. Be sure you're checking them out. Got your eyes open and your ears open to the Lord so you know what's up. Some people want to know a few things about, you know, how do I attract a nerdy guy, or how do I communicate with a nerdy guy, or how do I flirt with a nerdy guy? Well, in one of our other videos, we did talk about flirting. And since a lot of them might be shy, you do need to know how to flirt with them or how to get their attention. And one way of doing that would be to strike up a conversation. You're at a store and you see them looking at something. You might want to say something about it. Another thing too, you want to know what kind of things they do, and you want to kind of go there so you can be, what I call it, in line of sight. So a lot of them are into technical stuff, social media stuff. There's social media conferences. Some of them are into sciencey things. Some are into math kind of things. You need to find out where you can go that these type of things are happening. And you can be there. Hey, Brenda, you can be there and be visible and strike up a conversation. As I talked about in another video, when back in the, I believe it was the 18 or 1900s, the girls used to drop a hanky and let the guys know that, yep, it was okay for them to come up and chat with them. You got to know how to flirt with the guy. Let's see what else I have here on my notes. Another thing is, if you've got some type of graphic t-shirt that displays something like, I don't know, Superman or Superwoman or something that has to do with the comics. A lot of nerdy guys are into comic type things. Even if they're older and our age, they still like that kind of stuff. Some of them are into engineering, or shall I say, building things or tearing things up. Like, how about some guys are into building the little ship in the bottle? That's a real challenge. I think that's a challenge for anybody. But, you know, those are some things they like to do. Some of them like to be extra handy in the house so they can really build stuff and try out electronics and stuff like that. Some of these things that I'm saying right now are some things that you want to get a little knowledge on so that you will know how to communicate with them on some of the things that they like, especially their hobbies. But with any man, you want to know things about his job and stuff so that you can hold a fairly decent conversation with them and let them know that you're interested in what they're interested in. I'm looking at more notes. One thing that you really want to know when you're dating a guy that may be nerdy or really into his projects or his job. These guys are very focused. Okay, they're very focused. And I'm not saying they're going to ignore you, because I already said they listen very well, they pay attention, and they respond very well. But one thing you have to understand about this type of man is you do have to give him his space. And when I say give him his space, with this type of guy, he is focused on what he is doing. So let me say there will be no play until he gets his project done. Okay? So if he's at work and there's a big project going on, he may respond to your text or something, but you need to be aware that he needs his space because he's focused on that thing. If he's gone away to a conference that has to do with whatever he's working on, you have to give him his space and let him Focus on that. You might even need to schedule a time to have your chat. So say he's away at a conference, and maybe y'all schedule that at 8 o'clock at night. You'll chat. You need to give him his space. Because just remember, girlie, if you want this man to bring you the big bucks home that you want, give him his space, okay? So far, have I said anything of interest to you that would make you want to date a guy that you might consider a nerd? Put some comments in the comment box down there. I understand they're easy to hold conversation with. They're not controlling. So, ladies, I don't want you to be out there just saying, because the dude might be a little nerdy. He might be just exactly what you need, what you want, and watch this, what you ask the Lord for. So, again, I just wanted to say hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. This is Apostle April Coffee, your marketplace apostle, as well as your coach over at Let's Talk BoaZ, dating wisdom for leading ladies over the age of 50. Be sure to join us in our group here on Facebook, as well as over on YouTube at Let's Talk BoaZ. And I also have a website, and I will have to put that in the comments after I finish this live. So, girls, once again, share it out. If you're on YouTube, be sure that you share, like, and subscribe. Be sure you hit that little bell so that you will get the notification when we come out with some new videos on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to seeing some more of you in our group and on YouTube. This is Apostle April Coffee. I hope that you are going to think twice about the nerdy guy, because he may just be what you asked for. Toodles!